Hey, what's going on, you stale Starmie? That's right, I think Mega Lucario EX is the best Mega Pokemon to come out of the Mega Evolution set. Before I jump into it, though, and break it all down and explain why I think that, gotta give a huge shout out to Dragon Shield, as always, for sponsoring the channel. They have a ton of high-quality premium card game accessories, but of course, I love them for their card sleeves. Personally, they got a couple different styles over there. They got the mattes, the dual mattes, the non-glares, and the classics, and a ton of different colors. But if you're looking for some recommendations, I like the blood reds, the magentas, and the tangerines. Check them out, dragonshield.com. A link will be in the description, and code AzulGG will get you a discount as well. So, Mega Lucario, it's pretty sick. Having played with it, the deck has way more depth to it than I initially thought. Of course, the big weakness of Mega Lucario EX is its weakness, which is Psychic. And Gardevoir has been the best deck, or close to being the best deck, pretty much every single format for a really long time. And if that continues competitively, I don't think Mega Lucario will be taking down any major regional championships or international championships anytime soon, unless there is a format or a specific metagame where Gardevoir doesn't seem like it's at the top of the food chain. Definitely going to be tougher for Mega Lucario. But if you go up against anything that's not Gardevoir, honestly, the deck feels super, super powerful. A lot of stuff to talk about, honestly, with this deck. Like I mentioned, it has a lot more depth than I initially thought it was. I thought it was going to be like straightforward. You attack with Lucario, and that's kind of all you do. But you do way more than that with the deck. So, the Mega Lucario EX, of course, 340 HP, stage 1, or a jab for 130, attaches up to 3 basic energy cards, basic fighting energy cards from your discard pile to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. And then for 2 fighting, it does 270. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Mega Brave. So, 130 KOs pretty much all basics, evolving Pokemon. 270 KOs most EX Pokemon. And if we come up a little bit short, we got some tools for that. We have the Premium Power Pros. It's an item card, increases the fighting Pokemon's attacks during our turn to our opponent's active by 30 more damage. So with 2 of those, the Mega Lucario can be hitting for 330 damage, which KOs Charizard, Dragapult. Basically cleans up everything. We also play a maximum belt in the build. Honestly, maybe don't need the maximum belt to be our A spec, but it is super nice and super convenient to be able to just go attach maximum belt to our Lucario and one-hit KO stuff like Dragapult, and maybe even get KOs on Gardevoir EX or Mega Gardevoir EX as well, and then can help us reach numbers against Charizard, because we do sometimes discard some of our Premium Power Pros or use them in the early game, whether that be through research or, taking knockouts earlier on. So I have a 3-2-1 Lucario line here, actually. So 3 Riolu, 2 Lucario EX, a lot of recovery for Night Stretchers as well. So the line of Pokemon, it doesn't really, it just feels good. It feels good is what I'm saying. We doesn't feel like we need more Riolus, because we're not always attacking with Lucario. Our main early game attacker is the Solrock with the Cosmo Beam. Honestly, I had pretty high expectations for Solrock and Lunatone once I actually knew what the Solrock did, because I didn't even realize it had this attack until we got pretty close to the set release. But the 70 damage, if we have a Lunatone on our bench, or the attack does nothing, and then it isn't affected by weakness or resistance, which is a super big deal, because it means we don't one-hit KO something like a Pheasantipity if we have like maximum belt attached to it, but we do one-hit KO stuff like Ralts and Gimmighoul for a single fighting energy, because they resist fighting, but it ignores resistance, which is a really big deal, because our initial early game attacker is the Solrock. So being able to KO stuff like the Ralts, like the Gimmighoul is a really big deal. Or with a Vitality Band and a Premium Power Pro, we can KO stuff like Monkey Dory as well. So we can KO a bunch of Pokemon in the early game. And if it's something bigger, like, I don't know, Pheasantipity, it is weak to fighting, or like a Genesect EX or something like that, well, that's where the Lucario can come in and get those KOs. Of course, we do need the Lunatone in play, but we don't mind having the Lunatone in play because its ability is super powerful. Discard a fighting energy card from our hand, and then we draw 3 cards. You can't use more than 1 Lunatone ability per turn, so benching multiple Lunatone won't lead to multiple Luna cycles. And then for 2 fighting energy, it does 50 damage, which isn't very relevant and not really that big of a deal. And then we have the Hariyama, which once again ended up being way more powerful than I thought it would be. We have a 3-2 Hariyama line here, 2 Makuhita, 2 Hariyama. And it's really important for us to have 2 Makuhita in play. It's a little bit less relevant for us to actually have access to 2 Hariyama, and I'll talk about that here in a second. But it has the ability, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. And then for 3 fighting energy, it does 210 damage. This Pokemon also does 70 damage to itself. So it hits reasonably hard, the 210. A KO Serendipity, of course, because it's weak to fighting, or even if it wasn't weak to fighting, we'd still KO it. But then we KO stuff like Ogre Pawns with a single Premium Power Pro. We can KO stuff like Genesect DX. So it's actually a really powerful attacker, and one of the main Pokemon we actually set up when we pull off a Aura Jab and get a bunch of energy in play. Setting up the Hariyama is definitely something we want to focus on doing. There's a lot of other cards you can play in here that I'll talk about as we go through the rest of the list as well. And then finally, we play this one prize Lucario. That has the Avenging Knuckle attack. For a single fighting energy, it does 30 plus 120 more damage if one of our fighting Pokemon was knocked out during our opponent's last turn. And this is really good because it basically allows us to play like a one prize deck. We can use Solrock early, and then once our Solrock gets KO'd, we can go into a Baby Lucario instead of the Mega Lucario, if putting the Mega Lucario in play would kind of offset or mess up our prize trade. So it's really, really powerful to utilize this thing in certain prize trade situations. I didn't have it here in my deck initially, but the more games I played, the more I found myself getting in situations where it'd be like, it just would be really nice if I had a one prize Pokemon like the Lucario. Another card that I've seen in some Solrock and Lunatone engine decks is actually Hop's Cramorant with that Fickle Spitting attack. If your opponent has exactly 3 or 4 prize cards remaining, this attack does nothing. Or if your opponent doesn't have exactly 3 or 4 prize cards remaining, this attack does nothing. Then for a single colorless energy, it does 120 damage. So like theoretically, in some matchups, in some situations, we could attack with back-to-back Solrocks and then attack with Hop's Cramorant and just feed one prizer after one prizer after one prizer and not actually go into the Mega Lucario EX until the late game, which is really, really cool. I didn't actually try out the Hop's Cramorant, but if you're looking for something else to try out and see if it works, definitely give the Hop's Cramorant a try. Okay, for the supporter lineup, I don't play any Iono. I did initially start playing with some, but then I did eventually cut them. They might make their way back into the deck, but I did find myself always being ahead in the prize exchange and basically rarely ever needing to disrupt my opponent or being in situations where disrupting my opponent would probably work. So instead, I've kind of went all out on the 4 research and the 4 Lillie's determination. With more games with the deck, I could definitely see myself putting Ionos back in the deck. But from the games that I played and what I played with the deck, it just feels like we're pretty much always ahead, and staying ahead is more important than trying to be disruptive in the mid-late game. And then we have 3 Turo in here. We have no Boss's Orders. Now, once again, that's like another card that we could definitely add to the deck. But the reason the Turos are so cool, this goes back to why having 2 Makuhita on the bench is so important. Because if we have 2 Makuhita in play, we can just Turo Hariyama, pick it up, and then evolve it on a Makuhita and Gust for turn. And that basically turns Turo into boss. But Turo has so many more use cases than that. If we punch with a Lucario VMAX, or Mega Lucario, excuse me, and we punch our opponent's Pokemon, then they punch us back but don't KO us, we can Turo up our Mega Lucario, put it back into our hand, and then attack with something else on that turn, or evolve our bench Riolu into a Mega Lucario, and then attack again, removing all of that damage, all that work our opponent just put on that previous turn, now that we have a fresh Mega Lucario EX. Or we could like reset a Hariyama, but not actually evolve it back into the Makuhita immediately, leaving ourselves with 2 Makuhitas on the bench, so that way our opponent can't just knock out our only Makuhita in play and limit our access to Gust through the Hariyama on the following turn, and that turns all of our Ultra Balls, or maybe even a Night Stretcher if there's a Hariyama in the discard pile, into a Gust effect on the following turn. So the Turos are basically Boss's Orders, as long as we have a Makuhita on the bench and a Hariyama in play. And if we just have Makuhitas in play and no Hariyama, then we have enough access to Gust that it doesn't really matter that the Turos aren't Boss's Orders in that situation. But I could definitely still see a split being more optimal, maybe like 2 Turo, 1 Boss. I've seen lists with like 2 Boss, 2 Turo. So a bunch of stuff to experiment around with that. Recovery, like I mentioned, 4 Night Stretcher feels extremely powerful in the deck. I could see going down to 3, especially if we want to try and get the fighting energy count up, which is like the #1 thing I think I want to try and do with the list from here, is try to increase the fighting energy just a little bit, up to probably around 9, maybe 10. It feels pretty smooth so far. The only thing I feel like I miss out on is getting extra fighting energy in the discard pile for my first Aura Jab to actually accelerate like 3 fighting energy to my bench Pokemon. I'm usually only getting 1 or 2, which most of the time is enough, but it would be nice to get like double energy on the Hariyama to have that as a threat more aggressively in situations. For Fighting Gong, of course, new powerful item card to our deck for a basic fighting Pokemon or a basic fighting energy and putting it into our hand. Super versatile, aggressive card, insanely powerful. 1 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, and 2 Artazon for the rest of the Pokemon search. I didn't initially have Artazon in here, but finding our basics and getting them play and set up is super important. So if Artazon sticks in play for multiple turns, that is a ton of value, and we feel really, really comfortable, even though we're also giving it over to our opponent. I have 1 Pokégear in here. I wanted a little bit more access to my draw supporters, and honestly, it is a little bit better, I think, than the Iono still from my testing, because it also gives us more aggressive outs to our Turo as well. It just feels like I said, Iono just feels like a super low-value card in this deck. So increasing my odds of just seeing our high-value supporters, the Research, the Lilies, and the Turo just kind of feels better. 2 Air Balloon for some mobility, 1 Vitality Band that synergizes really, really well with the Solrock to increase its damage from 70 to 80 specifically. There's other situations where this can come up, but specifically for the Solrock to be able to KO stuff like Jellicent, or with the Premium Power Pro plus the Vitality Band to KO Monkey Dories. There's another 80 HP Pokemon besides Jellicent that came up. I can't remember what it is. Oh, KO other Riolus, or Makuhitas, and Vitality Band plus the Premier Pro also allows Solrock to KO other Solrocks, which is also pretty cool. So the Vitality Band is just kind of sick in here. Also, this Makuhita is cool because it does the 10 damage for a single fighting, which means with 2 Premium Power Pros, it actually KOs a 70 HP Pokemon like Dreepies. It doesn't ignore the resistance, so you won't get the KO on the Ralts or the Gimme Ghouls, but it can KO some stuff. We do have an EXP share in here. I actually found this to be super, super helpful to chain attackers, whether that be going from a Solrock into a Lucario, or from Lucario into Lucario, or from Lucario into Lucario, or Lucario into Lucario. The EXP share makes it really, really smooth to actually make that transition happen. When we get into the mid game, we're no longer attacking with the Aura Jab, but need to be still pulling off some pretty big attacks back to back. The EXP share makes things super smooth. I did initially start with 2 Town Store in the deck because we were playing so many tool cards. We're also still playing a ton of tool cards, and they are pretty high value, but the Artazon just felt so much better when we found it and we got to keep it in play for a couple turns that I switched from just 2 Town Store to 1 Town Store and 2 Artazon, and it definitely felt better. I definitely felt the lack of access, not lack of access, but less access to the tool cards, but the trade-off of just making sure you have all your good Pokemon in play was definitely worth it. And then 1 Maximum Belt, like I said, it's nice, gives Lucario to be able to hit big numbers. It also lets like the baby Lucario hit really hard as well. Like with the Maximum Belt plus 2 Premium Power Pro, you can actually one-hit KO a Golden Go with the baby Lucario. Maximum Belt, 2 Power Pro, and they attack after one of our fighting Pokemon gets knocked out. We're knocking out stuff like Golden Go, so that's like a pretty big deal, to be honest. Yeah, the Maximum Belt's kind of good. The more I think about it, from what I've played, honestly, I would just keep the Maximum Belt. Yeah, giving it a little bit more thought, the Maximum Belt's just kind of broken. Maximum Belt on Riolu plus a Power Pro knocks out Pheasantipity. Like, there's just so many situations where the Maximum Belt helps out. Keep the Maximum Belt for now, I would say. Don't experiment too much with that. I don't think it's worth it. Other things that I've seen people play that I haven't tried out quite yet, but it's definitely worth probably trying out, is stuff like Reversal Energy for the Hariyama. It takes 3 fighting energy to attack with, which isn't too hard to set up if you get an initial Aura Jab and then accelerate the energy to it, or if you get the EXP share on it early, and then as our opponent takes KOs, we build up the energy on the Hariyama. But if we don't do either of those things, we're basically never attacking with it. But with Reversal Energy, when we fall behind in the prize exchange, which does happen pretty often, because Mega Lucario is worth 3 prize cards, our opponent will sometimes jump ahead in the prize exchange, but if we're able to play through a 1 prize board after that with the Hariyama, with the baby Lucario, and even the Solrock, and some of these Pokemon being able to KO multi-prize Pokemon, we can regain our edge in the prize exchange through the Hariyama or the Lucario, specifically taking big knockouts on bigger 2-prize Pokemon. That's being able to use like this for a 1 energy, like a Reversal, will be pretty sick. And then with that, something like Hilda could be a cool inclusion to help us find the Reversal energy, but also finding our evolutions like the Lucarios or the Hariyama would also be pretty powerful. So that's like another thing to consider if you're going to go the Reversal energy route or try that out. Hilda could be a worthwhile inclusion. I would say it's pretty weak overall, though, compared to using like a Researcher Lilies on average throughout the game. So I'm not sure if that's worth it. Maybe just like 2 reversals would be the way to go. I've seen some lists with only 1 reversal and no Hilda, and it'll just be kind of like a, you know, a hopefully find it eventually type situation. I mean, with the draw power of heavy to draw supporters like the Research, like the Lillie, and the draw power of the Lunatone, you do see a lot of cards. Even by like turn 3, it wouldn't be unrealistic to find the reversal energy most games. So you got that going for you. And that's it. That's my build here. My first take on the Mega Lucario EX. Like I said, the deck is sick. Definitely the most powerful Mega to come out of the set. Let's jump into some action, and I'll show y'all how it runs. Oh boy. Golden Go. What kind of Golden Go build, though, is the question. Dude, Solrock is actually so disgusting as like a card. The turn 1 attack is just so cringe, I'm not gonna lie. That's just insanely cringe. It's so cringe. Do we have our Cornerstone Ogrepon? I mean, we could. Like, would obviously be good against... Well, actually, I don't know. They have this guy, so I guess they can... They can just 3-hit it with Solrock, though, right? Maybe it's not even that big of a deal. Gimme has resist. This thing ignores resistance. And even if it didn't, we play 4 Premium Power Pros. So, this thing ignores resistance. But even if it didn't, we play things like this. First or second with Lucario? I think a second. I think the threat of the turn 1 attack between Solrock and like Riolu definitely makes it worth going second. The Artazon is super good for us, actually. That's good for them too, obviously, but also good for us. I mean, I said that's the turn, right? The next turn, I actually don't even know what our turn looks like, but we'll see. It's probably just going to be to try and Solrock again, I assume. Yeah, just Solrock chase. Or Solrock KO, Gimme Go off the bench, probably. Is going to be the plan next turn. And then we just need to build up Premium Power Pro. We need to be able to like go for a 1-hit KO, I think, with this first attack. 182. We would need a lot, though. Holy smokes. That matchup are good. I don't know. This is the first time I'm playing it. I don't know why this is... Did they run out of Gimme Ghoul? Maybe I just punchy active here, then. They run out of Gimme Ghouls. Honestly, Baby Lucario, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea of Baby Lucario, because we can just play as a 1-prize deck, which is just kind of sick. Because then this turn I could go like Solrock Punch active into Baby Lucario KO with some modifiers. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, the more I think about it, the more I like. The more I like the idea of the Baby Lucario. Or the Cramorant as well. But I guess like the Baby Lucario is probably better than the Cramorant in this deck because we can play that. That's a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Also, 1 Lightning, 1 Raging Bolt? Terrible. Never worth. I do lose a drink here, or I could play it. I'm gonna go Solrock KO off the bench. I guess I can Lunar Cycle first here. Okay, it's a pretty good draw, actually. I can go... Vitality Band. Premium Power Up. Hariyama. Yama up the Lunatone, right? Because I don't... If I can't with Solrock, that's just good for them. Evo. So how many premium power-ups do I need with the maximum belt? I can attach to a Riolu this turn, actually, though, because they didn't KO. Yeah, so I can go, like, bench Riolu, attach to Riolu. I could even get second Riolu. I can go, like, Riolu. Attach each piece to Riolu, attach to Riolu. Wait, this turn was actually insane. We're cooking. Bonk. Yo, Vitality Band? Clutch? Is Mega Diancie this set or next? Next set. Next set. They could Vitality Band me back, though. They could go attach KO Riolu with Solrock, but they don't have it like that. Would you build that list from 0? Yes. Look at that value we got out of Artazon. That wasn't even my Artazon. That was their Artazon. But I had my own Artazon I could have put in play. Yeah, the Artazon value seems so high in this deck. Like, basic Pokemon are just so important. We could play a higher Nest Ball count, though, I guess. But Artazon is, like, so much better if we just get it to stick for 2 turns. We get 2 uses of Artazon, which is just insane. So Artazon is probably pretty high value in this deck. Because getting all of our basics in play is, like, a really big deal. Yeah. Do you think the Mega Venusaur deck is mid? No clue. I haven't played with it. It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem particularly strong, but I haven't played with it, so I don't have like a strong opinion on it yet. Also, more saves to counter that new grass shit. True, if it actually is a threat in the meta, which is like something that is, I'm not like trying to tech for certain matchups currently, but yes, potentially. So all I need here is an energy and a Lucario. And I KO the Golden Go, and then I have a backup Lucario, and I just win. Honestly, I don't even like Iono that much in this deck because it feels like we're always ahead on the prize exchange. I kind of want to cut the Ionos completely and try no Ionos. It just feels like we could maybe play the deck to always be ahead or to create a board state where we are ahead. You show the deck after this match? No, but it's in the Discord if you want to see it. That's the only thing I could have gotten off Town Store, right? No. Judge? No. I think I can just burn this because it should be pretty low value at this point, and I really need to find my guys. Lucario, 3 Ultra Ball. Does Night Stretcher get me there? And Night Stretcher gets me there, so we have pretty good odds here. We should have very good odds. Oh, I did. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't mean to post it in dude lists. Appreciate it. Yeah, Night Stretcher is just insane in this deck, I think. Like, we definitely want to try and play 4 Night Stretcher in this deck. It's just it's absurdly good. Mega Brave. Like, Night Stretcher's just like we do need energy to like get going and get playing the game. But once like any energy like gets into play, like Night Stretcher's just infinitely better than any basic energy. Like, I'm looking at these other lists, Lucario lists. They're all playing like 3 Night Stretcher. One is like 3 Night Stretcher, 8 basics, 1 reversal, 9 basics, 3 Night Stretcher. But it's like reversal. The Night Stretchers are just so versatile. The card's just insane. We want to try and maximize Night Stretcher if we can. Would Hand Disruption be worth keeping a couple Ionos? I don't know. If we can always be ahead, no. But yeah, I haven't played enough of the deck to know for sure. Who? That's the wrong Terapagos. Oh no. Oh no. Help. Help. Boy, he's dead. You idiot. You're weak to fighting. Imagine playing this deck in the current day and age of our savior, Mega Lucario. No, stay. Don't leave. No, I had plans. No! Come back here! This guy's resistance to fighting! I need another... Can I get another Premium Power Pro, please? Oh, we got the Air Balloon, actually. That's just better. Okay, so I think it's discard. Soul Rockin'. That's another reason to play the third Soul Rock is like we attack with it pretty aggressively. So when it dies, yeah, when the Soul Rock dies, we want to be able to just like go get another one with a gong. We want gongs to be able to be fine Soul Rock, but like I don't know. I play 4 Night Stretcher, so it's like not that big of a deal. It's just like a thought though. All right, you thought you had me, buddy. You thought you had me with your slick moves there, running to your bird. Nah, you're cooked though. So should players just replace Iono with Lazy Determination right now or nah? No, that's not how you should approach. That's just never how you should approach deck building, basically. Yeah, so like playing the third Soul Rock can increase their odds of starting it, which is really good. We decreases the odds of prizing the second one. So while we're attacking with it, if the active one dies, we have a higher chance of just like being able to go get the follow-up Soul Rock. I could get behind the third Soul Rock for sure, to be honest. Yeah, you should never like. Yeah, Lillie is not a direct one-to-one replacement for Iono. It's not like, oh, this is Iono, but literally just better. So, yeah. If there, like, sometimes there are cards that are like that, where it is like if there, like, if there's a research that came out that said discard your hand, draw 8, I'd be like, yeah, go ahead, just play the research that is literally just the better research, obviously, right? But yeah, Lillie and Iono are 2 different cards that do 2 different things that are both very powerful. So it's never, it's rarely is there ever a direct to one-to-one replacement. So, wait, what the fuck? Oh, I forgot they milled. That was unexpected. We just got milled on. All right, sure. Interesting. Dude, this is not good. Night Stretcher once again, broken card. Okay, this is a lot better now, though. We're moving up in the world. It's fine. Actually, I might Hariyama Gust. Do I have energy in here? Oh, I think I'm gonna Hariyama Gust here. I can KO it. I can one-hit it next round if I can find an energy, but I need to find an energy. So by drawing a prize card, I increase my odds of finding the energy. What's the guy weak to? Grass? Oh shoot, they can do the big attack next turn. Yikes. That is scary. Don't do it, please. Please don't do it, man. Don't do it to me. Dude, I have no energy. Shh. Help! We'll be fine, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. Our top deck is always good here. Yeah, our top deck is always good. I feel like I feel like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the deck is lacking. I need a little bit more. We'll play a couple more games. I'm gonna play a couple, but I want to start to like increase the draw supporter out. I feel like I'm not. Azul, please help me pick a deck for Bella Horizonte Regionals. I'll Venmo you 100 buckaroonies. You don't need to Venmo me any money. What format is it in? I don't even know what format the. Oh, there was 3 good ones, and now I'm gonna top deck a bad one. No. It's fine. I'm not mad. Get another Riolu and play. Gosh, that's so... 3 good ones, bro. 3 good ones. Honestly, if I did increase the fighting energy count, though, I guess that would be a little bit of an out. Well, no, but I just want... A draw supporter leads to a fighting energy. Yeah, I mean, what format is it? It's gonna be mega format. I I mean, the only deck that I would confidently pick right now as a deck for the Mega format, playing in a major tournament Mega format, is Gardevoir. That's the only deck I would confidently say, like, yep. Dude, fuck you. Respectfully. Dude, I don't even KO this. Or actually, no. That's not true. I do KO it. I take it back. Oh, I only need one. The heck? We're kind of cooking out here. Jab. I don't want anything to get stuck, I guess. Where's my other... Is it in the deck? I don't know if it's in the deck or not. Oh, I have Maximum Bell. I only need one. What the heck? Dude, Maximum Bell goes... No, Maximum Bell definitely goes crazy in this deck, for sure. Mega Nancy obviously seems better, but do you think there are any merit to picking Mega Guardi for now? No clue. I haven't played the deck at all. No idea what the meta or format is going to look like fully. Can they win this turn? They could win this turn, actually, I think. Have you seen the promo Makuhita where he's all up in your business? I have not, no. Is it like the pre-release one? Where does it come from? How are you liking Mega Lucario? It's pretty lit. Fire bundle, but that's rare. That would be insane. They could have it though. Chill. They could have Counter Catcher Neo Upper. Like they could get to an Obsidian here. Was a gym promo in Japan. No clue Houseless One will get it. Oh, so we might not even get the card. You try Mega Venusaur? At some point, sure. Probably. Almost for surely. Mill 3? Bro, you gotta stop with that. Dude, honestly, they just keep hitting like everything I want. My hand still doesn't have a supporter in it. Like, so I'm not complaining, you know? Don't get it twisted. Because we won, baby! Let's go! Dude, alright, Mega Lucario seems insanely good against, like, Stage 2 EX Pokemon. Like, we just do so much damage so efficiently. Is Mega Dragonite in this set? Or Phantasmal Flames? We're actually, we're not getting Mega Dragonite for like 2 more sets, right? It's not even in Phantasmal Flames. It's in the set afterwards, right? So thoughts on Michael Phelps? Big ass feet. Yeah, it's not even in Phantasmal Flames. We don't even know when we're getting Dragonite. I assume it's the set after Mega Dragonite, though. When is rotation happening? Rotation always happens in March. End of March. Just expecting Kangaskhan like that? I mean, Kangaskhan's fine. I didn't say anything bad about Kangaskhan. They asked what was the best Mega. Saying one of the Megas is the best Mega doesn't mean all the other Megas are bad. You're the one who is making that analysis. This isn't me. This is you. Do you think the new fighting cards can make Cynthia's Garchomp good? Not sure. Not sure it's enough or not. Not sure if it is enough. It's a Terrabox deck. What else? What other info have they given us? Oh, it's probably Raging Ball. Wait, no. No, it is Terrabox, right? Yeah, it's Terrabox. If you had a Mega form, what would you look like? I mean, it'd be like me, but bigger, and then probably like wings on my ears or something like that. Did Mega Banette ever have a card? No, there was never a Mega Banette, no. Lilies? Ooh. Joe. Oh, I could have drawn with Cosmic Beam first there. Definitely a mistake. Should have taken advantage of that Night Stretcher. Oh my gosh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to Lunar Cycle. Dude, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing? Actually, no, this is not genius. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? I'm just out here clicking rocks, bro, and I clicked the wrong rock. Like, come on. Come on. You gotta lock in, man. This is a big deal. Yeah, so I needed to cycle off. I mean, they're playing for some Sob BS. We got the answer, baby. Turo! What are you gonna Sob my Makuhita? Oh, wait, actually, am I just dead? Are they just gonna go for the other play now? The pump? No, they already got the... Yeah, you ain't doing shit. They would have to draw... Oh, actually, no, it's not even that unlikely for them to get there. All right, maybe I should have sent the Lunatone. Oh, pathetic. Man, she play sucks. Heave ho! It's so dumb. Oh, it's so dumb. Heave ho! What a stupid attack name. I actually don't really want to bench my one Riolu because then they just KO it with the water pawn here. So I almost feel like I wait. If I bench Riolu, it just dies to a torrential pump. If I wait, they could KO the active with something like... But then I can just recover it, Hariyama up another thing, and then bench Riolu on the next turn. I kind of like that a little bit more. Because I want to try and get down double Riolu. What's the optimal Makuhita for you on Discord? In general? Man, he's really getting in there. That reminds me of the Dedenne artwork. The promo Dedenne. Where he's just like, it looks like you splatted him on your windshield. Eve ho! It's off to work we go. How would they have Torrential pumped last turn? They can't use Crispin plus Sparkling Crystal. Doesn't get there? No. Is there another way they can get energy in play? Yeah, they could have Water Pond, or they could have, excuse me, Teal Masked. Yeah, they could have Teal Mask E-switched, and they had a Hutu, a Noctowl available. So like, wouldn't have been ridiculous if they had got there. Fair, I swear it ain't fair. But just there. I mean, I can make things a little bit awkward by bringing up the Noctowl here. Evo, it's off to work we go. This hand is just kind of good. I don't really need to do anything here, I don't think. I think I can just pass. One thing I don't have in hand, to be honest, is I don't even want to attach to a Riolu, because that Riolu is going to die to a Torrential Pump. So I can like worry about that next turn. Also, I don't need to be able to do the big attack next turn. So I think I just chill. I'm chilling. Just hanging out, having a good time. Laughing, crying. Like, this doesn't give me that much. Like, there's so many good cards in the hand already. Yeah, I just passed. Why not another Hoot Hoot? Dude, so lucky. Because I can't knock out this turn. I can't move my active. I got sobbed. So do you feel Mega Manetric has was the piece Miraidon was missing to be top again? No clue. That's something I've thought about. The only thing I could have done would be to attach active so I don't get sobbed again. But I doubt they want to sob again anyway, so I'm kind of assuming they're not going to sob again. But they could sob again if they really wanted to. They're going to counter catch or KO both Riolu, surely. If they have the full play, yeah, maybe. Seems like a pretty good play to me. Although a lot of people don't play counter catcher in Terra Box anymore. Because the idea of the deck is that you're always winning the game, I feel like now. So if you're always winning, you don't really have room for it. Oh, I forgot. Lucario gets one-hit KO'd by Clefairy. Huh. Interesting. That's not good. That's really not good. So they can go... Oh, wait. This is like... How do I even play this situation? I completely forgot about that. I'm not going to lie. Maybe I don't... Maybe I try and Solrock. Maybe I actually don't evolve into Lucario's here. Yeah, and the Mew does too, right? The Mew also KOs me. I have 5 prize cards here, so I feel like I have to slow this down a little bit, to be honest. Oh, I need a lot of modifiers to get the KO here, possibly, though. Shoot. Okay, how are we playing this, actually? Interesting. Definitely interesting. Night Stretcher. Need this little guy back. This is a situation where the reversal energy would be really good. Definitely. The reversal energy would be super sick. We definitely need to try and KO the active here. I'm not even going to get anything off this. It's kind of just like playing it to play it, to be honest, but... Okay, let's just do that and see what happens. Baby Lucario would be good. Yeah, Baby Lucario would be good. Actually, I don't even know if I should have bumped their stadium there, to be honest. That might have been a misplay. Baby Lucario would be good, for sure. I was hoping for the EXP share for the Hariyama here. I did whiff the EXP share, though. Okay, we'll see where it goes from here. I'm like not overly hopeful though, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we're in a tough spot for sure. That's interesting. Interesting matchup. Is using Mega Lucario's first attack to set up the Aura Sphere Lucario EX worth? I don't know. I don't actually know what that one does, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure. UKO Fez. I mean, we're a ways away from KOing the Fez, though. I gotta find something else to do on this next turn. Maybe attaching to Hariyama was incorrect, actually. Yeah, I kind of want that Baby Lucario, to be honest. Oh, they have no Terra. Are they just done? Oh, no. Not completely. That's a throw on their part, though. Oh! You're cooked, buddy. You're done, bozo. You're... That's it. Dude, Turo goes crazy. I think I saved the energy as well because I just have game in hand. Give me them hoots. We're hooting. To be honest, who would expect 3 of those in one turn? Yeah, but I had maximum belt as well. Like, maximum belt plus a thing, right? Evo! Off to work we go. Maybe I could have evolved to Lucario. No. Wait, no, I could have evolved to Lucario there. Because they don't win if they KO it, so. No, but I want to buy myself some time, I think, actually. It's probably better to play it slower. What do you think about Zork in this meta? Have not thought about it at all. Yeah, not something I've thought about. Yeah, what the fuck? That's gotta be a misclick, right? Solrock took 4 prize cards this game. That's just disgusting. Yeah, I mean, Solrock in general is just kind of gross. It's kind of a gross card. Getting card. There we go. I just pick first or second depending on what deck I'm playing. That's it. Fuck you! Alright, I'm locked. Alright. Winnable. I gotta lock in. Damn it, it's not bugged. All right, it's fine. I really wanted a Makuhita on this first turn. That's all I wanted, to have like gust potential on the next turn. Dude, so lucky. They just have the Lillie's determination, bro. They just get to shuffle, draw 8, bro. Yeah, okay, buddy. You're not cheating or anything over there, I'm sure. It would never be cheating, right? Pfft, absurd. All right. Yeah, okay, buddy. You're definitely not cheating. Actually, Riolu might have been better to grab there, to be honest. I do want to attach to Riolu this turn, ideally. So I have the threat of a big attack, like to go chase the Guardy, like even maybe. I was just chill. We got options next turn. Pretty chill, pretty chill. So was listening to you on YouTube live qualify me to be in the carpool lane? Honestly, it could. I'm actually not sure about that. You do have the squad riding with you. No Candy Guardy, 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 no Candy Guardy. No, come on, no Candy Guardy, man. One time, bro. No Candy Guardy. You don't have it. Collect. Dude, honestly, that +1 card, though, is kind of insane. I almost want to go after the Screamtail here because they already burned a Night Stretcher, and I don't want them to be able to interact with my bench. Ooh, call sign, huh? Now I definitely want... If I could set up enough squad here, I guess. If I can get, like, another Riolu down and another Makuhita down and attach to Riolu, and then KOing the Curlia here seems worth it for sure. Okay, now... Oh, interesting. Oh, what the fuck? Chill! Alright, I did not see that coming at all. I forgot they had the stadium in play. Played a 0, draw 6? Oh, what the... Yeah, Screamtail is kind of scary. Draw 6 and they whiffed. Yeah, honestly, their deck's kind of pathetic. We should make sure we can keep drawing prize cards, to be honest. So I'm gonna go like this. I am gonna chase this. I'm kind of scared of Screamtail. I don't want to. I want him to have to go through the Solrock. I'm trying to force the. I don't like the idea of them being able to Screamtail my bench, basically. So being down a Night Stretcher and K when the Screamtail like minimizes the chances of that by a lot. Artazon would be nice here. Never lucky. It's fine. We got this guy, which is nice. We got this for this guy. Alright, we're chilling. I also got the Turo for my Hariyama. Honestly, our hand's kind of cooking. I'm not gonna lie. We got options here. We got options. We're doing stuff. We're making things happen. It's a big deal, folks. It's a big deal. We're not killing Curly because the chance of Candy Guardy off of the 1 rolls is too high anyways. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I feel like they're just going to have Candy Guardy anyways. Maybe I'm trolling, though. I could be trolling with that, though. Like, I just feel like they're going to have Candy Guardy anyway, so I'm like, all right. They play Candy? Yeah, they play Candy. But honestly, maybe I should have killed the Curly, because maybe they would have whiffed again. There's, like, an argument for that for sure. But in my head, I'm like, they're just going to play Lily's Determination or Iono and get Candy Guardy anyways. And they have the Stadium in place still. Ooh, the Iono kind of sucks. My hand was really good. Okay, pretty good draw though. Pretty good draw. No complaints. But maybe I trolled there. Maybe I should have made them have it. To be honest, maybe I should have made them have it. But if they do have it and then they get to like Screamtail my Makuhita or something, like that's just so bad. Like so bad. I don't want to live in that that reality. Don't Screamtail me, bro. Also, trapping them at double Ralts Guardy is like really good as well. Like if I KO a Curlia, they're not guaranteed Candy Guardy, but that's also what they want. They want me to KO a Ralts or a Curlia. Like that turn, they probably would have retreated the Curlia if they had drawn into an energy and put it on the bench and sacrificed the Ralts. Like they want me to KO the Ralts. Although they actually, this is a hella... They have triple Curlia. Maybe it's not a Candy build. They might not play Candy, I guess. It is possible. Can you discard energy with Stadium if you can't draw? No. Not playing Candy is crazy. It would be kind of crazy. Yeah, I agree. But they're not attacking with Guardy, are they? No way. Maybe. Seems kind of bad. Oh, they're going to attack with a Monkey Dory. This is so bad as well. It's not setting up for like any kind of multi-prize turn, though. The problem with this situation is I don't have back-to-back gusts. I actually don't know how I want to play this. Like, I could bring up the Gardevoir and KO it, but they will just have another Gardevoir. Honestly, if I knew they were like a triple Curlia, but that means they're playing Mega Guardy though, right? Yeah, it means it's a Mega Guardy build. Yeah, the problem right now is I don't have access to back-to-back gusts because I don't have. If I had a Turo this turn, I actually don't know how I want to play this. Okay, when the active with the Mega Lucario seems kind of mid. I could get Turo here, though, to Turo the Hariyama. Chill. Okay. Throw the Harry. I just Brave knock this thing out for 2, right? Heave-ho. Heave-hoing on him. Mega Brave for 2. That seems worth. Maybe I'm trolling. I don't think so, though. They could triple monkey, dude. They could actually win this. No, they can't win this turn. They could basically win this turn. Dude, insane. I hate Gardevoir. Yeah, we're probably cooked. Oh, wait, they pushed up Curlia, though. That's really bad. Not pushing up Monkey Dory to get the energy off it is insanely bad. They could, like, they can triple Monkey Dory, KO my Riolu, and then KO my active. I guess I could have Ultra Ball away my research and my Lunatone, but it just kind of felt bad to do that. That's a big Guardy. Okay, we drew out of it. We can win this turn. It is winnable. What went to the bottom of my deck there? No modifiers. Okay. Yo, appreciate the gift up there. Mountain Dew over to Ninja Evan and Chelsea. Welcome both back to the Rat Pack. To the Rat Pack and back to the Rat Pack. They didn't get there, right? With anything too ridiculous. Oh, I guess they left the reason they left the energy here is because they planned to go for the Mega Guardian one hit. Actually, how many modifiers do I just need 3 modifiers to actually get the KO here? That's like actually pretty reasonable. I'm just gonna go all in for it, I guess. I don't care about the. I already went through this, right? I don't care about the bottom of the deck. Ultra Ball, Ultra Ball. Oh, Town Store's on the bottom. I guess I do care about the bottom of the deck. I probably am gonna Artazon first before I. Oh, Lillie's Determination shuffles my deck anyways. What the heck am I thinking? Oh, I thought I only did 300 damage at first. I was like, oh shoot, we didn't die. Oh, it has resistance as well? Dude, wait, what the okay, I need to kill this one, I guess. Alright, we probably lose here, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna play for the win, though. Although energy is super split up. How much does this thing hit for? I do have EXP share in there. Okay. I'm just gonna play for the win here. Dude, we're not winning anything with this hand. What the heck? I don't think they're winning next turn either, though. Dude, I'm not winning anything with a hand like this. Holy smokes. Well. Air Balloon Air Balloon. I could Air Balloon Retreat. I shouldn't put the EXP share then. Because conserving the energy would be nice. Let's get a third monkey. The third monkey doesn't matter. They have 0 psychic energy in their discard pile, and all their psychic energy is super spread out around their board, so they can't just hard retreat and put a bunch in the discard pile to win the game in the next turn anyways. We should be safe from that. They could Screamtail still, though, so I have to be careful about what I retreated into. No, I should leave it in the active then to play around Screamtail, right? What's the recovery like? Once you brought, is Screamtail's not in the deck? Do I have a Solrock or a Lunatone left in the deck? What did I prize? I prized something. I already have a Hariyama that is discard pile, so I don't need another one. So I retreat to Solrock or Lunatone. I probably retreat to Solrock here. That would be less damage built up in play, possibly for like a follow-up play. I don't actually know what I prized though. Do we play Scrapper? No. We can't get it. Yeah, the balloon is just stuck here now, so which is unfortunate as well. But our goal is to KO the Guardy here at this point, I think. Monkey is gonna KO the rock. That's fine. If they KO the... Oh no. They got the Screamtail, man. I was hoping they wouldn't get the Screamtail. No. Wait, do they have the energy for it, though? Yes. Does that actually work? If I'd left Riolu in the active, I had an out, though. I had an out to this line. Wait, could they have just won this turn, though, and just aren't? No, they don't have Triple Monkey. Is he gonna deck out? Well, probably not. It's 80 snipe the Riolu. But if I leave the Riolu in the active, I play around this. But they only had one Pokemon recovery card left. And I was kind of just hoping they didn't have it. That would have been the other play to make, though, would be to leave this in the active, I guess, though. Can you show your list? No, it's in the Discord, though, if you want to check it out. I don't think I have an out left. Unless they mess up. Actually, they can KO my Makuhita, and that would work as well. But this also works. Yeah, you can't max spell? It doesn't matter. I was never going to be able to max spell. Because of either they KO the active or they move to the bench. Max spell was never an option anymore. 1 retreat, 2 retreat. And nothing I can bring up then, right? Unfortunate, man. Yeah, I could have left the Riolu in the active. That would have given me a chance to dig on that last turn, but... My hand is not super aggressive, unfortunately, but... Let's see what we can get done. Also on Tusk Mill with Solrock Engine and Fighting Gong. It's pretty cool, for sure. I definitely want to give it a shot. We'll try it out at some point. What ace spec is in your deck? Maximum Belt. Yeah, I'm not feeling super... I mean, I'm going to try and get the turn 1 KO here, but I'm not feeling super confident we're going to be able to pull it off. How can I see your lists? My lists are in my Discord. Draw. It does decrease my odds of finding Air Balloon, I guess, but it's fine. Oh, me. Honestly, an early Lucario in this matchup also might just be fine, to be honest. Yeah, like if I attach a Lucario and I just turn to attack, they might struggle to get the KO, I guess. I guess that's what we're playing for at this point, right? The only other thing to do would be to Ultra Ball for another Makuhita. And then I'm going for an aggro Lucario at this point, though. Oh, wait, I had the Corkscrew Punch for... Oh, no! Dude, I missed the punch! I don't even know how good that would have been, to be honest. But we did have Corkscrew Punch KO Charcadet there. Well, pass that now. Yo, what's up, Vince? I'm doing good. Kind of mid. It would have been kind of mid. But it might have been the correct play. Stretch the energy back and do it. I attached to Riolu. Yeah, I don't even know. If I had the EXP share, then that actually seems really, really good. But I didn't have the EXP share. Because then like it would be hard to chain attacks. Like I would KO this Charcadet, and then I wouldn't get like another KO. My deck lists are in my Discord. I think you want to go 2-2 here anyways? No, getting a 1 prize knockout would have been good. Super good. We'd probably lose the 2-2-2 trade. Yeah, we don't need to be concerned at all with the 2-2-2 trade. Not a big deal. Getting the 1 prize knockout, or getting the one what's it called, KO would have been sick. Would have been very, very good. No, I'm not sure it's worth the Makuhita attack though. That's for sure. I don't know if it's worth attacking with Makuhita there. What's the argument for not playing 5 copies of Gatorade in any fighting deck? Or a jab with max belt and 1. Or a jab. What's an or a jab? Wait, KO's what? You can't even do a 2-2-2 trade? No, we theoretically could. It would just be really hard to do. We're just gonna hope they don't KO us next turn. That's what we're gonna hope for. We're hoping we don't get knocked out. What should we do with this? 200. I could eventually knuckle one-hit one of them. Maybe that's our play. We'll see. I don't really want to use a Night Stretcher here if I can avoid it. I could actually maximum belt on this Riolu this turn. That actually doesn't seem terrible to like set up for that play. Mega Brave this turn. Or should I have gotten the little guy here instead? No. I should do the big guy before they can one-hit KO the big guy, because they'll be able to one-hit him at some point. So, I could put this here. I could just hold it though. I'm just gonna hold it. I maybe should just play the Night Stretcher there to attach for turn. No, we're chilling. I do want to draw cards though. Yeah, because now I can go Turo Air Balloon reset. So I can Mega Brave and then Air Balloon retreat, Turo, Mega Brave. Should be chilling. Or maybe we can do some plays here. We got some plays for sure. Definitely some plays to be made. Is that like actually in the packs, or is it only available in the blister pack? It's only in the blister thing, the 3-pack blister. Can you try a Conqueror with Premium Power Pro? Maybe at some point. Or I'll give this chant one time, Rat. I do not plan anything past the current deck I'm playing. Like, I'll probably play all the good decks. I'll play the Mega Guardia. I'll play updated Dragapult. I'll play with most things at some point. But if you ask me if I'm going to play a deck or I can play a deck, the answer is I'm currently playing Lucario. I do not even know the next deck I'm playing. I don't know the deck what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to be playing Pokemon, but I don't know what decks I'm playing. I plan as far as the first deck I'm playing, maybe the second deck. That's it. That's as far as my planning goes, is maybe up to 2 decks. Every single stream. It's not even for like it's not even a new set thing. It's like every single stream. The most I'll plan is like 2 decks out. That's it. What's Vitality for? It gets the Solrock to 210, which KOs other Solrocks and Lunatones, and it gets it to 80, which KOs Riolus and Frillishes, and then it gets to Monkey Dory KO as well. The answer is I'll play most things probably eventually. When? Who knows? Are you doing a giveaway? I am doing a giveaway. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is follow the Twitch stream and then put command ticket in the Twitch chat. And you'll be entered to win a booster box of Mega Evolutions. Oh my gosh. Did we die? Yeah, we're dead. Dude. Come on, bro. That's just absurd, man. That's absurd. We can win back, though. We can win. I do have the Mega Lucario lineup. Or the baby non-Mega Lucario lineup, I should say. Holy shit, man. What if they don't? Hopefully they don't play Iono. What if they don't? Hopefully they don't. $130, $200. So I only need 3 Premium Power Pro things. I have 3 Night Stretcher. Okay, so I think I try and play research here. I think I try and go Hariyama up Fez. So this goes here. I could whiff, so I have to play as if I could whiff. with the research. Oh, I guess Lucario's first attack also gets the KO. I just have to attack with Baby Lucario this turn. Okay, 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 okay. It doesn't have to be Baby Lucario. It could be Big Lucario because they both do 130, right? Oh, it's just 150. No, that is a big difference. Okay, never mind. No, it has to be Baby Lucario. Okay. Oh, no, I can't put that there. So I need to keep the space open for the... No, wait. 280, 190, 270. Oh, no, it does work. The big guy still works. The big guy still works. That was a misplay, though. I have to not put that there. Oh, fuck. Okay, now do I have to Turo that? Dude, why did I put that there? Fudge. Care for Briar? Oh, shoot, I do lose to Briar. I kind of don't have a choice, though, right? If I lose, I can't play around Briar anymore. Well, now I just have to, like, do this. God damn it. Dude, that's so bad. Holy shit. Okay, Ultra Ball. 280 plus 90. Yeah, 270. Okay. Get another card out of the deck. Dude, that tool placement was so bad. I think I actually want to cycle the deck with... I have such high odds of hitting an energy, and I just want to see more cards. I think it's correct to actually Lunar Cycle here. And then hope I hit an energy plus more cards. Okay. Yeah, I do just lose to Briar here, so we have to hope Briar's Prize or they can't access it in their deck, but... They're down 5. How many? Wait, Hen. They're down 17 energy. How many Night Stretchers do they have left? They're down only 1 Night Stretcher. Okay, we're spraying up this. Knocking it out. Right. Mistakes were made. We've regrouped. No Briar, one time. How is that a misplay? Because I need to keep open the option of Maximum Belt. But if I put EXP Shard on my bench Riolu and they knock out the active, I don't have Maximum Belt. Or if I put the EXP Shard, yeah. Basically, I want to keep Maximum Belt around as an option. No Briar, one time. Please, no Briar. They play 18 energy in Ledge. Yeah, some people are even playing 19. They might play a higher count now, though, because they want to be able to KO Megas. Why do we need Maximum Belt if Mega Brave still kills? Oh, wait, true. I forgot about Mega Brave. Honestly, I just forgot about Mega Brave, I'm not gonna lie. That's right, they killed my Riolu anyways, which means I did misplay, but it worked out. If that Riolu was had an EXP share on it, it doesn't matter. Same thing. Works out. But I should have left the EXP share on it. But yeah, chill. It works out. Now we go all out. No Pokemon left. I don't need an energy anymore as well. Research. 12 card deck. I need to find 2 premium power up pros. Come on. No, dude, we're so close. We're 10 damage short. Is there any way to draw a card here? Lunar Cycle? I've already cycled. Let me just check. Maybe do my... No! 10 short! Get Hariyama and hope to help. That has to be my play, right? Oh no, I'm out of Hariyama. Dude, I just have nothing. I literally can't even Hariyama them. No! We're so close. Second Luna. No, it doesn't work that way. Baby Lucario was coming in clutch, though. I like that. I guess that would be the question is, like, should we play the Baby Lucario or should we play Reversal Energy? It's probably like one or the other, right? Unlucky.